Hello, everyone, and welcome to the void between reality and the land of hacking nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of a Void, and today we're going to be taking a look at two third-party Transformers that I got on AliExpress. We have the Lijiang, he's from the company named Lijiang. We have Rhino Rider, and get this, I swear on my life, this is what this guy is actually called. This is Guerrilla Leader, Commander of Justice. That name has absolutely, or this figure has absolutely no right to have a name that goes that frickin' hard. But that, I swear, you can look that up. This is legitimately a real figure. So these are two figures that have been sort of floating around AliExpress. I saw this guy from Bolt Matrix and had to have him, and then I found out that they did other Beast figures, so I had to take a look. So basically, these are a sort of take on the original four Maximals, well, the ones that are actually in the movie too, Optimus Primal and Rhinox, and there's also a Cheetor and an Air Razor that I will definitely be picking up at some point or another. And they're sort of, what they remind me of, or what they come off to me as, is what if the animals were on Cybertron, right? What if there were animals to scan on Cybertron and these guys would have copied those animal forms? So they feel like Cybertronian animals when they transform. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into them. We'll put Rhino Rider off to the side for a moment because I want to talk about this guy first. This is Guerrilla Leader, Commander of Justice, and I will take any opportunity to say that name. Guerrilla Leader, Commander of Justice. I think that is absolutely hilarious. First things first, we'll give you a quick look at that noggin, and it kind of reminds me of like a Nemesis Prime, almost, with the red visor, and it's very much an Optimus Prime-esque head, but it kind of feels like it would be a Nemesis Prime. One thing, I don't know if this is with every figure because, you know, different quality standards in different places, but the ankles on mine, as you can probably tell, are incredibly loose. I do have a stand, and eventually I will probably try to fix those with a dab of Pledge, but the ball joints are pretty loose. Don't know if that's just my figure, viewer mileage. Thank you for the demonstration, though. Viewer mileage may vary depending on where you get this from. And I got these guys on, like I said, AliExpress, and they were about $16 each. So, yeah, not much to talk about this guy. It is pretty simple for what it is, but it is still a really, really nice looking figure. There's a lot of detail here. The chest is even die-cast metal, and so are these little knee pads. But you can see there's a lot of detailing in this figure that you really don't even see in Hasbro figures. And plus, these guys are big. Like, just for a comparison, here is Beast Awakening Optimus Primal from the movie. They're the same size as that, and he's generally what a traditional leader would be back in the day, a leader class. So for $16, I got a leader class size figure that's, as you're about to see, actually decently posable. So the arms are on, or the shoulders are on a hinge, got a swivel at the elbow, and a hinge. No opening figure or hands or anything like that, but you do get some wrist articulation. Come down to the waist. His waist can do a full 360, but that's more or less for transformation. Then you have a swivel, a hinge and swivel. Actually, no, that's on ball joint. My mistake. That's a ball joint of the hips. Swivel here. Please, please, for the love of God, don't Jobby the Hong me. I said the cursed words, but then he got a pretty damn deep knee. So that can go back really far. Unfortunately, with this, he can't really bend his knee forward, but the knee or leg can kick out that far. Hey, don't get your toes out for free, Optimus, or Gorilla Leader, I'm sorry. You gotta know what you're worth, buddy. And he can kick that far. And then he has the aforementioned ankle articulation, mine being very loose. So yeah, let's go ahead. Oh wait, accessories. He does come with 2 accessories. He comes with a sword. It does kind of look like the swords he came with, or Optimus Prime usually, Primal usually comes with. And he comes with a gun. Now, the one problem I have is this hand is completely, you're able to get these in and out very easily. This hand, however, for whatever reason, is very tight. So it does feel like if you don't be gentle with these, they probably will break. So we'll just take those out of his hands. And we'll go ahead and go into transformation, which is super simple. First things first, I'm gonna open the head, or open the chest, and pull out the monkey head. Then you're gonna fold in that head, and that's basically it. That is the transformation. No, there's actually more to the transformation. Come on. Although that is pretty close. Then you're gonna fold these down, and you're gonna take these little red sections, and you're gonna fold them up as such. Then you're gonna turn the waist 180 degrees and pull these up. And then you're just gonna fold the legs. Oh, and swivel this around. My mistake. You're just gonna swivel these up until they connect with the holes. There's a hole here, peg here, and they're just gonna connect onto that peg as such. Now, this is something I actually wish that current day Optimus Primals would do, is have a way for the legs to lock in. So I do like that. I do like that a lot. Then you're just going to bend the knees down like so. Turn the feet around. Then you are going to just flip the head up so he can see, and then just straighten the fists, or straighten the arms out, turn the fists in, and there you go. Oh, and fold the back pieces. And there you go. You have the Gorilla Leader, Commander of Justice, in his monkey mode. And is it perfect? No. Does it do the job? Yes, it does the job. Like I said, I like how the legs peg into this butt flap so that they're nice and sturdy and they don't go flying everywhere. But yeah, I do like the monkey mode. It's a good monkey mode. And I really like this figure in general. And we'll give you a quick look at the monkey noggin. Unfortunately, his mouth does not open. Now, once we get him back into robot mode, which is fairly simple, I have something else I would like to show you in regards to this figure. So we're going to flip in the red bits, come to the back, unpeg his legs, and straighten them out again. Turn the ankles around as such. Stand him up, turn the waist around 360, fold down his arms, straighten out the fists. We'll come back up. And then open up the chest, fold out the robot mode head, fold in the monkey mode head, and there you go, he is back in his, oh, why is my leg shaking? Back in his robot mode. Now, believe it or not, there exists an upgrade kit for this guy. And allow me to bring in said upgrade kit. In said upgrade kit, you get a new monkey mode head, which is very nice, and it does have an opening mouth. You get these two very shiny chrome swords. Do you like those? But most importantly, you get a new robot head that is basically Optimus Primal from the show. And it is a very good looking head. It is a very good looking head. And what's really cool is you can actually slide out. I said you can slide out. There you go. The little mouth portion. And then you can bring in that, and you can have him with an open mouth, which I do like, although I do prefer the battle mask, which you can slide in like that and it'll click. So to install the kit, very simple, and this kit cost me about $7, by the way. Just, come on. Nope, everything flies everywhere. There we go. You just pull that off and pop in the new head as such. And then for the monkey mode head, I'll just flip that out of the way. You just come down here and just pull that out like that and slot in the new monkey mode head. And I don't know who makes the kit. There wasn't any descriptive information on the upgrade kit. But yeah, as much as I like this head, and I think it's neat that they did a different kind of head for this, I gotta admit, man, does that look good. I wish the eyes were a little bit more pronounced, but man, does that look good. And then you can just slot his swords into his hands, and they look way better than the other sword. And there you go. So that is Guerrilla Leader, Commander of Justice. So now we're gonna go ahead and bring in our boy, the Rhino Rider. Now, just off the bat, there does exist a kit, an upgrade kit for him with a new head. Actually, all of them have upgrade kits, and I don't know if they're made by Lijiang or by someone else. I couldn't find any information on the kits themselves, but Rhino Rider here, don't let him hear this. Okay, I'm gonna plug his ears. Okay. I actually like this one a little better than the other one. Yeah, I just like the coloring, the paint, the gold, and honestly, again, plug his ears, the beast mode is a lot better on this figure than it is on Guerrilla Leader. I know it's sacrilege because I'm a huge Optimus Primal fanboy, but hey, I really like this figure. So, articulation. Actually, first we'll give you a look at that noggin. And I really like this noggin. I think this looks really cool. It's sort of nondescript robot, but it does look really cool on the figure. And like Guerrilla Leader, his chest is die-cast metal, and so are these little plates on his knees. So generally same articulation, shoulders on a ball joint, elbow articulation, and a swivel. No wrist articulation, but that's for the sake of the transformation. And then we can move the side skirts out so that he can do the splits. And then we can move all of these side skirts out so that he can kick back that far and kick forward that far. He's got a swivel, his hips are in a ball joint, got a really nice and tight ratchet on the knee. Doesn't bend super far back, but oh well. And then you do have some ankle articulation, and this one, thank goodness, the ankle joints are nice and tight. Same general principle for transformation. These guys are fairly similar to each other. So you go ahead and open this up. You're going to fold out the Rhino head. Fold in the robot head and close up the chest. You're going to come over to the arms, open this panel, slide in or flip in the fist and close that. Then there's a little peg here and a little hole there. And you're just going to slot that in, same as it ever was on the other side. And then go ahead and, you don't flip the tail or the waist for this one. Just turn these backwards and then turn the ankles back so he can pose on all fours. Just put the arms forward like that. Then you're going to take this panel on the back. You're going to unpeg it from the back, turn it around. You're going to flip out this tail. And then this, it's a little tricky sometimes to get these all in position. You got 2 pegs on the thighs, and then you've got 2 holes here, and then there's a peg and hole here. So you bring that down and slot that in. And then, like I said, sometimes it does take some finagling to get the Rhino or the legs to go in to those little holes. And that came fairly easily. And there you go. There you have Rhino Rider in his Rhino mode. And man, I love this mode. And I forgot to mention he had accessories. My bad. He has these 2 guns. They'll come into play in a moment, and then I'll put them in his hands in a minute. Sorry about that. I really like this really robotic looking robot mode. And give it a quick look. Or not robot mode, Rhino mode. And his mouth does open. And it can go up and down. And give you a quick look at that. Looks absolutely awesome. It looks like a Zoid. If you guys remember Zoid, it honestly looks like a Zoid, especially when you take the cannons and you plug them in like that. And you have a Rhino with a friggin' assault cannons on his back. Can he be ridden though? He kind of can. You kind of can put, as the mode or as the name would suggest, you can have Guerrilla Leader ride the Rhino Rider, which I think looks pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy back in the robot mode, and I will give you my final thoughts on the figures. Just put you to the side, sir. All right, first things first, take off the guns. We're gonna unpeg this panel, fold in the tail. Oh, I forgot one step. That panel comes down. There's a panel here that comes down, and that will cover that gap in the back. Camera. My mistake. Okay. Fold that up, turn this around, peg hole here, peg there, and that will just connect to the back of the figure. If I can line the hole up, there you go. Then we're going to stand them up, turn the knees around, turn the feet around. Just raise the camera back up a little bit. Then we're going to take the arms, fold or unpeg the Rhino feet and just fold them against the forearms. Open up that panel and slot it or flip out the fists. Same on the other side. And fold down the arms and flip out these shoulder pads. Then you're going to go ahead and open the chest, flip out the robot mode head, flip in the beast mode head, and then just collapse that down. And you have Rhino Rider back in his robot mode, and we can indeed arm him up with his guns. And that's how they look in the robot mode. He did come with an axe, by the way, but because the axe had nowhere to store on the robot, I think I lost it somewhere into the ether. Oh well. So yeah, we'll bring back in Guerrilla Leader, Commander of Justice. Like I said, I will take any chance to say that name because that name is awesome. Should you pick these up? Absolutely. If you have a couple bucks to spare, go on AliExpress. Absolutely buy these guys, and I will be getting the Cheetor, and I will be getting the Air Razor, and I will definitely be doing reviews of those when I get them. So you just search Lijiang Guerrilla Leader, and you'll likely find both this guy and that guy somewhere. And I was able to get them, like I said, for around $16. So absolutely you should pick these up. By all means, grab these figures. These are great. Are they super complex? No. Are they mind-blowing? No. Are they an absolute gas? Absolutely yes. And just to bring Beast Awakenings back in for a second, like I said, these guys are the same size as Beast Awakening Optimus Primal, who's around the size of what a traditional leader class would be. So for $16, you're getting a class of figures that would normally cost you $50. That's a hell of a bargain, in my opinion. And with AliExpress, everything over $10 is free shipping, so you don't have to pay extra shipping for these guys. But yeah, there you go. There you have the Lijiang, Rhino, or Gorilla, or no, I already said that. Come on, Brian. Oh, I am a mess today. But yeah, definitely pick these figures up if you get the chance. Until next time, I am asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my links in below to find out where you can find me and support me. And until next time, as always, growing up is up. Brian. And please remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.